Hey Collective, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. For today, I am doing a new spread. It's a split hexagram spread, and I'm going to start off with overarching energy from oracles, and then I will get into this spread and let you know what each placement represents. I hope you are well. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading. Thank you for allowing me to tap into collective energy at the current time and the current situation for collective and anyone who is or who may tune in. Can I see that collective energy, overarching energy for the situation at hand for collective? Overarching energy for the situation at hand for collective. Overarching energy for the situation. I'm hearing just one card, okay? One card, overarching. All right, let's do one more. Overarching theme for situation at hand. All right, overarching theme for situation at hand. Split your focus. Split your focus, which is really, really interesting because I'm doing the split hexagram spread, which is basically a split between the spiritual and the practical. Split your focus. And I'm actually even seeing that here, like the split between the spiritual and the practical, right? Very interesting. Okay, I'm just going to put this alongside split your focus, number 40. Okay. And then I'm going to get out another deck and I'll pull all the placements, and then I will do clarifiers and potentially charms and advice at the end. Okay, so show me what this is about splitting your focus, Spirit. Splitting your focus. The difference between the practical and the spiritual. So I'm hearing alignment. What's spiritually aligned versus what may be practically aligned. Let's do two more. Split hexagram for collective. Split hexagram for collective. I'm feeling one more, Spirit. Split hexagram for collective. All right, that feels good. Okay, so the first placement is the spiritual influence. So this is unknown. This is outside of your control. 7 of Wands. Okay. Spiritual influence here. King of Pentacles. That's that split. Do I stand up for spiritual alignment and standing strong in that 7 of Wands, or do I resist it? And then message from the universe, the Emperor. Claiming energy here. Okay, the Emperor. Okay. Unconscious desires, the Chariot. Yeah, that's the desire to move full throttle in a particular direction. The conscious desires, 6 of Swords, to smooth things over. to have like peace in the mind, smoothing of the mental energies, the practical advice, Page of Cups to open up, and the potential outcome, Knight of Pentacles, a pathway, a plan. Okay, wow. All right, let me pull these down. Very interesting. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Empress. So really standing in your power. Okay, so here's the spiritual up on top. Seven of Wands, the Emperor, King of Pentacles. Here is the practical down here, the Chariot, Page of Cups, Six of Swords, moving in from one shore to another. And then the outcome or potential outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. So I am going to get clarifiers for each placement. Let me see that Seven of Wands. So this is the unknown spiritual influence. Can I see that Seven of Wands? The unknown spiritual influence. And actually, I feel like this in this version, it's definitely standing your ground. You see the six wands are pointing at him, at this character, and they're holding the seventh in their hand. So definitely, I feel like standing firm in who you are, and in this situation, whatever this situation may be for you. Can I see the Seven of Wands, the spiritual influence? Seven of Wands. Could also be the universe pushing back on you. Let's do two more. Seven of Wands. Which often happens, right? Well, yeah, I will say often because, you know, if we're getting downloads and we're not listening to them, the spirit, like, the universe is relentless. Seven of Wands. Let's do one more. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands for collective. Seven of Wands again. Two of Wands. Judgment. Ooh, yeah, that's a spiritual awakening. I feel like here, Spirit is showing you can either resist this, you can resist judgment and making a decision, or you can stand up for it. Like either way, judgment is occurring, which judgment is an awakening. Seven of Wands, Two of Wands, judgment. This is a spiritual awakening. It's enlightenment. So I feel like here Spirit is saying whatever the situation is for you, either way, you have to make a decision. And is it going to be an awakened decision? Is it going to be aligned with what the universe has for you? Is it going to be aligned with your highest good? Is it going to be a spiritual decision for you? Or is it going to be rooted in resistance, and like an energy of blocking what the universe has? Okay. Let's see the other spiritual influence. So we have King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is very determined. They know the world that they want for themselves. Very practical. Very, very practical. Show me this King of Pentacles. Show me this King of Pentacles. Very practical, very founded, very established. They know how to make decisions. They know how to make empowered decisions. Show me this King of Pentacles. One more. King of Pentacles for collective. King of Pentacles for collective. Four of Swords, healing, clarity. Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. Seven of Swords, there's an avoidance here of really stepping into passion or not recognizing passion and being determined. So the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, those all speak to empowerment. And there's a resistance once again here. And Spirit is saying, you need to rest on this. You need to have more understanding about your own level of effort and determination in regards to this situation. So Four of Swords is a very silent energy. It's very internal. It's very healing. But the Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles, they are both very empowered characters. This Queen of Wands may be outside of you because you're showing up as the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, which are very, very authority-driven characters. And then there's this Queen of Wands who is very fiery, very passionate, typically very beautiful energy. They have a magnetic energy to them. We saw the Empress at the bottom of the deck, which is hidden energy. Could be someone of status and significance to you. They have earned their status. They're very abundant. And there's been an avoidance of really recognizing possibly the healing over this person. Let me push this a bit further. I want to see if this is, yeah, the Tower. Ooh, there's the Tower. Illusions coming down. Sharp insights coming down. Page of Cups, which we see over here, about openness, opening up your heart. The Lovers, holy shit, that's a spiritual connection. It exists on many, many planes. So yeah, this is somebody else. You've been avoiding having clarity on this person. The Tower, divine intervention, that going back to that Judgment. This is the spiritual influence right now. Sharp insight needs to come in surrounding this character, Queen of Wands. And then the message from the universe is to stand in empowerment, the Emperor. The Emperor is claiming. They're authoritative. They take command of their life, of their world, of their choices. Very determined energy. Show me this Emperor. Show me this Emperor. Show me this Emperor. Let's do one more. Knight of Pentacles. That's the potential outcome. The Hierophant. Wow. Commit to the path. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Stop wavering. Stop wavering. I'm not worried about this Two of Pentacles because the Hierophant is here, which means your highest self is authorizing moving forward, creating a plan, following the pathway. Slow and steady. The Hierophant is authorizing it. The Hierophant is signing off on this pathway, and that overrides that Two of Pentacles and that wavering back and forth. That splitting your focus is evaluating the spiritual aspects, which the Hierophant, Judgment, the Lovers, the Tower, these are all spiritual major arcana. So they're hitting you on a very deep and significant spiritual level. And it's pouring into you. And the message from the universe is claim it. Claim it. Stand in empowerment. Stand in your authority. All right. It's beautiful. I love this. And the star at the bottom of the deck. Pathway. Life pathway. Our deepest desires and hope for the pathway forward. Something you can reach for. Okay. Now let's take a look at your unconscious desires. So your hidden motivations. What's driving you in this situation deep down? What's your hidden motivations here? What's driving you in this situation deep down inside? The Chariot. That's an energetic pull. It's very fast energy. It's very determined. It's I go this way or I go that way. The Chariot is Cancer energy. Yeah, we got Cancer on the board. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aries. We have Scorpio. We have Pisces. We have Gemini. We have Leo. Yeah, we got a lot of them. So what's driving you? The Chariot is always founded in the heart. Oop, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. What? That's the opposite of the Chariot. That's a holding back. And like, I need to protect myself. Okay, show me the Chariot. The hidden motivations. What's driving collective deep down in this situation? The Chariot. One more. The Chariot for collective. Knight of Swords. King of Wands. Ten of Wands. Wow. Your energy wants to come in swift and fiery and passionate. King of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Chariot. That's all fast energy. It's very passionate. It's very fiery. It's very claiming. It's communicating our heart and our passion. Very straightforward, very swift energy. And then there's the Ten of Wands. It's really hard to do this. So I'm going to push back on you. This is your unconscious desire here, is to communicate swift, to go with your heart, to go with your passion. And it's difficult for you to do. So really question, why is that difficult for you? What is driving that sense of difficulty within you. Let me pull a bit more on that Ten of Wands. Why is this difficult for collective? There's something deeper that's preventing you, and it needs to be taken a look at. Show me that Ten of Wands. Why is this difficult for collective when literally your heart, your mind, and your passion, your fire energy want to move forward very passionately, very swift? Show me that Ten of Wands. Why is this difficult for collective? I just heard I'm of two minds. The Hermit, yeah, new insight, because it really is requiring you to rely on your deep internal knowing and understanding. The Fool, taking leap of faith. Ooh, the Moon. We have divinity. Oh, I seen the Sun over here in the Lovers. And now we have the Moon. It's difficult because it's been under your moon. It's been something like a leap of faith that possibly you didn't see yourself taking. And you've had to go deep, deep within the Hermit, trying to rely on the deep internal reflection and knowing. The Moon, the Fool, the Hermit. That's powerful energy. Once again, all spiritual. Literally all major arcana. The Moon, the Fool, the Hermit. What is this, taking this leap of faith? And it's not, the Fool is not foolish. The Fool is calculated risk. What is this leap of faith? It's a spiritual leap of faith. This is spiritual. This is the practical here. The King of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Chariot. And not even practical. It's still the Chariot. Spiritual significance and influence. This is all spiritual. And perhaps this connection is difficult to understand because it exists on a whole other plane. And we as human beings, typically, it's very difficult to understand the spiritual weight. And the weight of those kinds of connections challenges us because it's evolving us into our greatest potential, into the highest version of ourselves. If this isn't romantic for you, it's a major decision. But Spirit here is saying your hidden motivation is that you want to go towards this full throttle, with full heart, full passion. And it's been difficult for you because you're not understanding or looking at. There's a need to look at the spiritual significance of this. It's beautiful energy. Wow. Your Fool is ready to take the leap. Maybe difficult, right? But the Hermit, when we go deep within and we look at our pathway and we allow the lantern, the light of the universe, the light of spirit, of your spiritual team, your highest self, illuminate the path forward. It may have been unknown to you. It may still be unknown to you. But the Fool energy is willing to take the calculated risk because the path forward has been illuminated. Right? So I feel like here the practical is the practical side of you. Yes, you want to take the leap of faith. There's so much passion, desire, ambition, motivation, the pool of your heart, the fullness of your heart Even your mind is on board. I think it's the fear of the unknown. Interesting. And then your conscious desire, Six of Swords. This is what you know you want. So you know you want to move from one shore to another. You know that you want like that peace in your mind about this. You want to smooth over the waters. You want to take this journey. That's the Six of Swords energy. Let me see the Six of Swords. I'm hearing like embark on this journey. Six of Swords. This is what you consciously know. Show me what collective consciously knows. So it's like this energy is going on beneath the surface. This energy is what is seen and known to you. Six of Swords. Can I see Six of Swords? One more. Six of Swords. What is seen and known to collective? Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. It's right for you. Two of Swords. Confusion. Eight of Pentacles. Once again, it's like opposing energies. I feel like moving away from confusion and into investment is what is correct for you. It's aligned with your value. It's aligned with your worth, right? Nine of Pentacles is abundant. They're independent. They water their garden, right? They recognize their value. They stand in independence. They stand empowered, right? The Nine of Pentacles is right before the Empress energy. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. So this is a moving from a state of confusion Two of Swords into investment and dedicating yourself. Hard work, energy, and effort. It's moving from a state of confusion or black and white thinking or being up in the mind, getting out of that moon space, the moon is on this card, into a state of applying oneself and putting your hard work, dedication, and effort. That's what you consciously know you would like to do. And it's because you believe that it's aligned with your value and your worth and what is right for you. I love this for you. Okay, so the practical advice. So the action you should or should not take, depending on your situation. Page of Cups, opening up from the heart. Page of Cups, opening up in the heart space, having a little bit of openness. It's just opening up. It's being and remaining open from the heart. Being open emotionally. Show me that Page of Cups. Show me that Page of Cups. Show me that Page of Cups. It's almost like being open to the journey. The practical and the spiritual. Splitting your focus between the two. Page of Cups. Two of Cups. Aww. The High Priestess. Wow. Strength. Wow. Ah. And there's the Sun. There's the divinity. Happiness, joy, warmth, illumination, allowing the insights to come in. That's the Sun energy. It's also happiness and joy and warmth. But the practical advice here is, intuitively that this connection is equal, balanced, reciprocal, that it's full of love. Strength. It may take your strength to open up your heart and to be emotionally available, but intuitively you know what this connection is. Or this contract, right? If this isn't romantic for you, but it represents reciprocity, strength and connection, love energy, intuitive knowing and awareness and understanding. Once again, that spiritual significance. And the Sun, happiness, warmth, joy. Wow, it's beautiful. In Spirit, that's the practical advice, is to open up your heart to it. It's so beautiful. Okay, and then potential outcome, if all these energies remain as they are and continue to kind of play out. Knight of Pentacles, there's the plan, there's the blueprint. It's slow and steady. It's slowly built into, but there's a plan. And there's a willingness to take action towards that plan. It's a blueprint. I am going to get a different deck. Show me this Knight of Pentacles for the potential outcome. This is beautiful. So the difference between the spiritual and the practical is literally tapping into the spiritual and the spiritual understanding and the spiritual understanding within the self, but then also about the pathway forward and what is correct for you. And then the practical, here's the practical Knight of Pentacles. Here's the practical blueprint. Show me the Knight of Pentacles. Let's do two more. Knight of Pentacles for collective. One more. Knight of Pentacles for collective. Knight of Pentacles for collective. The Star. Oh, that's the pathway. We saw that in the underlying energy. The Star, it's really significant and meaningful. Eight of Cups. The World. Oh. Whatever pathway you've been on requires a closing out of that in order to pursue your star. Oh, that's really significant. So it is a balance. It's a splitting your focus. The practical world versus the spiritual. Literally, this is whatever pathway you've been on, Knight of Pentacles. There's an emotional detachment from that pathway and a closing it out. Closing out one cycle in order to move towards your star. This is your deepest desire and hope for the future. This is something you can reach for over and over and over again. It's extremely significant. The star is not easily achieved, But man, the rewards. That's the potential outcome. If collective pursues the star, what can they expect? If collective pursues the star, what can they expect? If collective pursues the star, what can they expect? Let's do 3 more. If collective pursues the star, what can they expect? Let's do 1 more. If collective pursues the star, what can they expect? Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, a new pathway, 7 of Swords that you can stand up for, or 7 of Wands. They can, I feel like you can expect some resistance to this, probably from whatever pathway you've been on, but it's your decision. 2 of Wands is here. Can I push this a bit further? Death, yeah. Page of Wands, looking in a new direction. Closing, you can expect that it's not going to be easy, but you're able to, Page of Wands, opening up yourself for this star. Your star, your pathway has transformed. And you're feeling pulled to it, and the decision is yours. But it looks like you can expect some resistance. I think you're resisting it yourself, but then possibly from whatever you're closing out. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. But lessons, once again, spiritual significance here. It's been a long time. Lessons have been learned. Strength again. You are strong enough for this, to reach for your star. 9 of Pentacles. You are abundant. You are empowered. 8 of Wands. Communication to move forward. And to get out of the state of confusion and the illusion. Yeah. And to take that leap of faith. The Fool. Based on your truth. This is so powerful. Based on your truth. Based on the sharp insight that you've had. The intuitive knowing that you have. And what is correct for you. Justice. Once again, coming back to spiritual karma. This pathway is extremely spiritual. It's extremely healing. You intuitively know this. You've received sharp insight. The Tower, Judgment, High Priestess. Oh, wow. Ace of Swords. Justice. That's what you can expect. It's beautiful. Spiritual alignment. It's been a long time coming. So much love. I love this for you. Okay. I am going to pull some charms for you, and then I will pull some advice from the oracles and a final spirit message or angel number. Okay. Can I get some charms for collective? This is so beautiful. Okay. Wow. Let me get the letters out. D, N, G, Q, D, P, B, V, we have 2 blooming flowers here. Oh, we have Y. We have 1 tree of life in reverse. So that's the pathway that would need to be closed out. And then we have the protected tree of life. It's within the circle. It's whole. It represents like a completion, that karmic justice, that karmic balance. We have the lips in reverse, so speak up, communicate. We have the cross of commitment. We have the key. You hold the key in this situation. We have 2 owls, 2 energies who are very wisdom oriented. They have the wisdom, deep internal and spiritual wisdom. We have the music note. Music might be important to some of you. We have the lotus flower. That's that blooming energy. It's also rising like the phoenix. Like it rises, it grows in the dirt, and we don't necessarily see it, right? Until it's ready to bloom. Yeah, so much is happening beneath the surface here. We have the butterfly of transformation. We also have the home. There's a transformation in the home, or in your stability. We have the Eiffel Tower. So a sign of romanticism, love, deep love, practical and spiritual. We have the 2 of Cups, which is the practical, and then we have the Lovers, which is the spiritual. We have another cross of commitment, so matching commitment energies here. And we have the paw print, the dog's paw print, a sign of loyalty and commitment. Best friend energy, dependability. I love this for you. So gorgeous. All right, let me get some advice for you from the Oracle. And I am going to pull from the book on this, or read from the book, and then I'll get a final spirit message or angel message. All right. What else? Advice for collective. Advice for collective. You know, this makes so much sense to me, your outcome. Changing directions, reaching for life pathway, reaching for the star is not easy. It does not come without sacrifice. Following a path of spiritual alignment does not come without sacrifice, without hardship. The path of spiritual enlightenment is not easy. It's actually one of the most difficult things, because it really forces you to be led and to relinquish control, to give over control to the universe. But man, the karmic justice, the balance, all of the spiritual significance, the warmth, the sun, divinity. We literally had the moon and the sun. It's beautiful. It's like if we could just see all that, right? But you will, should you choose to take that calculated risk like the Fool. So once again, we had the additional signs that came up. The Hermit. We had Aries again. We had Pisces. Actually, we had Pisces twice. The Moon and High Priestess. The Sun, Leo, Strength, Leo. Justice, Libra. The Star, Aquarius. Beautiful. Scorpio again. Yeah, we pretty much got all the signs on the board. All right, final advice for collective. Final advice for collective. I'm just going to pull 1 card, Spirit. One card. So yeah, split your focus. I feel like split your focus from the practical to the spiritual, right? Of course, we have to deal with practical matters, but be willing to do that in order to have what's spiritually aligned with you. One more. One card of advice for collective. One card of advice for collective. She who questions, curiosity, destiny, search. Yeah, be willing to go on the journey. It's your destiny. It's your destiny. Oh, and we have that flower energy here and that fierceness. Okay, let me read what this says in the book. Amelie, she who questions, welcomes you. She wears an assortment of vivid flowers and honors the many tendrils. Each one is a possibility, a chance, an unexpected happening. Her gift is to see which ones will open next. She who questions welcomes questions because she loves giving answers that lead to more questions. I got to read that again. She who questions welcomes questions because she loves giving answers that lead to more questions. She is the sacred circle of the oracle. Do not be dismayed if your search seems to lead you to more questions. It is Emily's preferred way. Amelie shows that you have other paths in front of you. There are avenues you can take that you may not even see yet. Be ready for the unexpected signpost pointing you towards a completely different way. Yeah, we've seen that. Leaving the pathway that you've been on to head in a different direction. Destiny can sometimes be tricky because you may be pulling for the wrong shore. Stop for a moment in your seeking. Tap into your natural curiosity and question things. Even those people who have always seemed one way and only one way may have hidden depths. Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral. So rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may take you up or down. Your skill at questioning will help you find your way. What am I searching for? Oh, that reminds me of those unconscious desires, the hidden motivations, what's driving you deep down. And it was this fiery, I want to go with my passion. I want to go with my heart. What is the meaning of destiny to me? And in what ways has my journey been a spiral? This is so beautiful. So question, even if it leads to more questions, it's getting you to this. What are you really seeking? And maybe the answer on decisions that need to be made is based in that, based in your truth, right? Okay, let me get final spirit message to close out your reading. I love this for you, collective. It's so beautiful. I've really enjoyed the spread as well. All right, final spirit message or angel number for collective spirit. I'm going to do 3. Final spirit message or angel number for collective. 3. Final spirit message or angel number for collective. Let's do one more. Final spirit message or angel number for collective. When there are questions you need assistance with, go inward. There's that hermit energy, that high priestess energy. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, ask for our help also. Then trust your intuition, high priestess, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. We are with you always. It's beautiful. And then it is time to stop letting worry rule you. Instead, get excited about your future and all it will bring. What energy and emotion you put out comes back to you. With a little conscious effort on your part, that happy ending can and will be yours. Believe that. Yeah, I saw it. The star, the lovers, two of cups, the sun, justice, karmic justice. It was beautiful. That happy ending can be yours. And then 888, abundance. Blessings are here and more on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you were once seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. The more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving kindness. Yeah. So once again, that karmic justice, what you put out will come back to you. I see that happening for you. Abundance is yours. Spiritual alignment is yours. Karmic justice is yours. Happiness, joy, fulfillment, life pathway of extreme significance, healing, spiritual significance, transformation, and a spiritual alignment within whatever this connection is for you, or if it's not relationship energy, but I'm seeing two of cups and the lovers. So just spiritual alignment. It's like an elevation of how you have been operating and living within your life. And it's like, do you want to step into it, right? Are you going to step into yourself, into the most deep, innermost parts of your desires? What you put out into the world is what you receive. All right, collective. I hope that this helped you. It's a beautiful reading. Take care.